now listening to INCRadio United Kingdom Satellite Studio.
Afternoon and good evening, and welcome to INCRadio United Kingdom. My name is Brother Chris Bawado, and I'm going to be your host for today. It is Sunday, the 2nd of February, and the local time here in London town has just gone past 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And it's a lovely sunny day over here in London. We've currently got a lot of activities. I'm broadcasting live currently from the mother locale here in Battersea, London. And we are going to be taking you through all the various different activities and giving you a live experience from Sister Cheryl, who will be giving us an insight as to what is going on. So, as always, before we get started, please do take part in the show. If you are watching on the YouTube channel, let us know specifically where you're watching from, where you're listening from. Type in your name, type in your locale, and then later on, throughout the program, we'll be able to have a look at all of those people taking part, and then we'll be able to shout you out. Okay, so right now, currently in the mother locale, we are conducting something called the eSports Unity Games activity. So, what are esports? Electronic sports, they are various different games that are played on different consoles, from laptops to mobile phones to tablets. And I think Sister Cheryl is downstairs right now in the main area in the function hall. Sister Cheryl, can you hear me?
Hello, Brother Chris. Can you hear me?
I can, yes. It looks very, very busy downstairs. Now, I've just introduced the esports activity to the audience who are watching.
Yes, so it's very loud down here at the moment because they are all playing several games. In the background there, I don't know if you can see, but you can see the football game. Can you see that?
That's right, yeah.
So I believe they are on the third rounds of the heat because this activity started at 2 o'clock. So I know that they are now on their third heat because some brethren have come up to me saying, "Oh, I lost, Tita." But right now, so that's one game, the blue screen. And then you can see some of our lovely young ladies here. And then behind me, there's a bigger screen. I don't know. Can you see that?
Yeah, we can.
So that is a car racing game. So you can see that there are 4 players playing at the same time. And again, so they are, I don't know if you can see it properly. So again, so that this game went way underway. But I do want to go to another part of the chapel because we are here in the local congregation of Battersea. There are 3 sites in our district. One is the local congregation of Heathrow, and the other is Stratford. So there are 3 sites in our district who is conducting this activity today. And here is another area. I don't know if you could see behind me. So there they are. They're well in the way of about 1 or 2 hours in their game. Let's see who will be willing to speak with us today. And here are some brothers. Can you see them? And there's another area that I do want to show you because we've taken over the local congregation of Battersea. We have disturbed all the secretaries. We've disturbed all the finance areas. Here they are supporting via doing their work. So this is the kitchen in Battersea. And this is another game. I don't know if we can disturb them. Let's see who's willing to talk to us. Brother Michael, you want to talk? No, apparently they've told me that I have to be quiet, Brother Chris. So sorry, they're well into their game at the moment. Let's see if we can talk to Brother Shane here. Brother Shane.
Hello.
Please introduce yourself, brother.
I'm Brother Shane from the locale of Central London.
What's your duty?
Choir member.
Choir member.
Yeah.
Good.
Arts and culture for my locale.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah,
and have you played any games today?
yes.
Can you describe the game?
Mobile Legends.
So what type of game is that?
So it's a MOBA game. Essentially, it's a 5v5 game. where you have to win, you have to defeat each other in a match.
I see. And were you successful in that match?
Unfortunately, no, I
Oh.
wasn't. No, me and my team went. But it's all right.
Oh.
For unity, you know.
No,
but then-
exactly. Good. And this is the first time that our district
Yes,
has
exactly.
conducted
The
a Unity
e-games.
Games of esports.
Exactly.
And do we feel that it's something that we might be doing in the future?
I think 100% because it allows more versatility within the district, and I feel like as technology is improving nowadays, we're able to have more people included and then make people more active in these activities. So yeah, I am thankful because this is the first time we're actually having the e-games to unite the brethren.
Lovely. Well, thank you, Brother Shane.
Thank you, sister.
And we'll leave him to be a cheerleader, spectator, and we will go back into the main venue. Now it will be a bit louder here, so I hope you can still hear me. So here we are. What we'll do is we'll speak to some of the Booklad members who are here to support their children. I mean, it's all kicking off here. But here are some Booklad members. So we're here to support their children playing. And they're watching INCRadio. Good. So that's the Booklad. This is a better backdrop. Here we go. So this is the banner that we're using for this Unity Game esports. And it really is kicking off here now. You can see some of the children there playing. But hopefully we can see more of them later on in our show. We'll find out and see what the scores are, or if you've got any winners, Brother Chris. Over to you.
Who's actually playing?
So who's playing? Right. So for the moment, we've had a mixture of the Kadiwa and Binhi. So all the older, kind of more mature people, they're a bit behind with regards to knowing how to play what esports is all about. So we've got the majority of the Kadiwa, which is those over the age of 18 and non-married. And then we've got also the Binhi organization, who is playing, and actually Brother Josh Bewada, who is our son, and he is leading for the local fantasy. So we're here to support him. But it's all happening here in the function hall. Again, there's other locales like Heathrow congregation and Stratford congregation. They are also hosting this event. So in fact, I might be able to show you the 3 live feeds. Let's see if we can do that, sister. Let's go over there. So I don't know if you can see, but behind me here on the screen, if you can see, there's 3 congregations there that's hosting this event. You've got, you have the local congregation of Stratford, that's their live feed. You've got the local congregation of Heathrow, who's hosting for their cluster. And then, of course, you've got Battersea here, where we're reporting to live today. So again, we're so fortunate to be able to hold this activity for the first time in our district. We do hope that we can do this regularly, like we heard from Brother Shane earlier on. The children are very excited. I'll show you very quickly. I don't know if you can hear me still, but here they are taking it all very seriously. Wait, guys! So that's the children there playing a car racing game, Brother Chris. But I shall come and join you shortly. Thank you.
Wow, so as you can see, it's a very, very vibrant atmosphere downstairs with all of those electronic games currently being played by the Kadiwa and the Binhi. And it's another opportunity for them to get together and to share their skills. And like what Sister Cheryl mentioned earlier, us old folk, we're not generally as used to playing all of these new electronic games and stuff like this. So to have this event take place, this is the first of its kind, and hopefully we shall see many more occasions like this in the future where both districts in Great Britain will be able to take part. Who knows? We might have like a national tournament, seeing as we've got three sites already connected via the internet by means of modern technology. So it's a really good atmosphere downstairs. There's loads who came down from the various different locales, and it's great to see just the participation of all the brethren who've come down. And shout out to all the parents as well who made the effort to come down here to Battersea and to get their family and the Kadiwa and the Binhi children involved with this activity. Sister Cheryl has just joined me. It's nice. This is the first time, wasn't it, Sister Cheryl?
Hello, everyone. I'm here now. Yes, brother. So I don't know if you could hear properly because the noise, they were all very excited. So the noise level was higher than usual. But as they mentioned, as we heard there from Brother Shane, a brother from Central London, this is the first time that we've done something like this in our district with regards to Unity games and esports type. And he's hoping that it's something that our district can do regularly so that with regards to Unity games, you don't have just the physical sports, but this is the esports event. So they're having such a great time down there. Actually, Brother Chris, it was hard to leave them. The parents who you mentioned that were there to support them, we really, our main job or our focus today was to try and make sure that they're all fed. So they've got food.
Hard work playing esports, right?
It's hard work playing esports. So they're very hungry. So our job as their parents or the Booklad organization, those with children and those who are married, our job really was to provide food for them and snacks and drinks. So if you're not into esports, then just come and eat with us because that's a sport on its own, eating. But we do hope that this is that we do this again in the requests of our children, the younger generation.
I think this is the trend nowadays, isn't it? Especially like modern tech is really taken over, and by means of communicating and getting everybody to network and stuff like this, it's really convenient, and especially because the district is so wide now. It gives the Kadiwa and the Binhi an opportunity to socialize, isn't it, and interact. And look how many of them are downstairs. There's loads downstairs, right? And nowadays
there's plenty of them, Brother Chris. But because we have 3 locations, it means that those who live in the nearby area is able to go to where it's closest to them. And so we've got the local congregation of Stratford and of course the local congregation of Heathrow. And these are the 3 congregations, London-based chapels here in our district. And it's nice that all 3 sites are big enough to facilitate all of our children. So yes, Brother Chris, you're right. So it's something, although we call ourselves older or mature, it's good to also be interested in what our children are interested in. So if that's games, if you can join them, if they say, Mommy, Daddy, come and play with me, although it's not something we're interested in, it's something that they are interested in. So let's, I encourage all of our parents to try and learn. Maybe we'll try something new. Maybe we'll learn how to play their games. And at the same time, it could make us feel younger, being part of the modern times. right?
100%. Especially, I mean, it's quite addictive. It's very addictive, in fact. And you know, we had a discussion because kids nowadays, they're so reliant on all of these different gadgets. And as I mentioned before, it's a good opportunity for them to use the gadgets and to socialize and to interact from a competitive perspective, and to have this opportunity again just to network, because it's nice when you see all of the Binhi and the Kandiwa all together doing something, especially under the permission and guidance of the administration who've permitted this event. So they're having a good time, isn't it? They're really having a good time.
I think the problem is going to be, Brother Chris, is to get them to all leave.
Yeah.
Because some parents did mention that these games you can play for quite a long time.
Hours.
Hours.
Days.
Exactly. Although we don't recommend that we should play these games for hours, it's nice that they can play each other.
Yeah.
You know, instead of playing with other people in the world, because I believe that these sports, you know, you don't have to be from the same place. You could be in different countries and you can play.
Yeah, touch of a button, right? You're connected.
That's
As long as the connection is a strong one.
Yes, yes. So I mean, all those parents that's paying Wi-Fi bills. But it's nice that our children in the church, especially and particularly in our district, are able to compete. So they're competing against each other. So they're all playing several games. One game you saw was a football match. And the other games are the car racing, where 4 people can play at a time. And then you got the more serious ones that you saw in the kitchen. They had a full mat, their headphones, they had their keyboards out. I mean, I don't know if you were able to see it there, but it's a dedication went into these games.
No, it's a proper setup, isn't it?
Well, you see, in my days, we probably had a console this big and that was it.
Yeah, same.
And we never got a chance to play with other people. So we're never connected to other people.
Oh, maximum 4 people.
Yes, yes.
Maximum 4 people. But nowadays, as you said, there's like team events and stuff like this. And, you know, it's all very, very sophisticated and advanced just in comparison to when we were growing up and experiencing the less modern technology. And it's amazing to see just how far electronic games have developed over the past 20 years, right?
The graphics alone.
Yeah.
I mean,
the graphics, just the platform, the strategy, right? It's all very, very advanced, and rightly so. I mean, look, it's 2025 now. You and I were talking. Let's not go as far back as when we were, but
maybe the 90s.
Yeah, right. The 90s is good. But yeah, just the comparison and the advancement of technology is so significant. And but it's good because a lot of the Binhin, a lot of the Kadiwa as well, they aspire to make games. I know a couple downstairs, because they're so into it, they are looking into career directions.
Yes, and there are a few students downstairs who are studying gaming in university. So it has become a curriculum. It is obtainable. You can get your bachelor degree in gaming. There's gaming design.
So much.
So it's not just you know, leisurely fun. It's something that in this day and age, it's something that they can make a career out of. So again, that's an opportunity that perhaps we didn't have in the 90s, or dare say the 80s. Are we going as far back as that?
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's great. And as their parents as well, it's nice for us to encourage something that they are into, that's in their day and age. The worst thing, I think, Brother Chris, is when we are described as, oh, you don't understand because you're old. So as much as
Disrespect.
so as much as you can, if you have children who are into games, let's be curious and let's find out about these games so that we know that our children are playing games that are not outside the teachings and of the church and following and living a Christian life. So let's be interested in what our children are into right now, whatever that may be, particularly gaming, because that's their generation.
Very good point. I think it's easily, how can I put this? Misconstrued or misunderstood. As much as we trust our kids, especially the young ones, they don't know too much difference, right? And there might be one click from entering a chat room or something like this that could be detrimental to themselves and really put them at risk. So even as parents, it's never too late to actually get used to modern technology. We can, as what Sister Cheryl mentioned before, we can always learn something every day when it comes down to this. And as much as we can, we need to really try our best so we don't get left too far behind when it comes down to modern tech. And to just ensure that we understand what they're playing, whether or not it is suitable for them, because they might be underage. And as much as, for example, Brother Josh, who's downstairs, who facilitated and helped organize this event with a few more of the district officers, they have to ensure that their younger siblings, like our daughter, Mia, for example, isn't playing a game that might scare her or something like this, because we've had that before.
Or that's inappropriate.
Yeah,
for
or
age.
exactly. So you don't want them to experience anything that they're not ready for, you see. So we have to be vigilant when it comes down to that. We have to make sure that we are also understanding and protective always, so that our children are just safe when it comes down to playing. There's nothing wrong with playing. It's always nice when they interact, as mentioned before, but as parents, we also have to make sure that they're playing suitable games for their age group. Even now, some of the games that I was introduced to, for example, there's some quite challenging games as well that are quite horrific. See, just from a graphic sense, and these platforms. So, for example, Sister Mia might have had nightmares because she's seen some specific characters. So we need to know this as adults, rather than just allowing our children to go and play. So be vigilant, parents. Also be aware where they're playing, and just make sure that they are supervised correctly. And so we have that element of trust from both the parent and the child. But on that note, I think
I think it's time for a bit of a station break. So stay tuned and we'll see you shortly.
This is INCRadio, DCEM 954, the voice of truth, the official radio station of the Church of Christ, or Iglesia ni Cristo.
Hello po, ako po si Ate Maisel at ngayong Lunes, samahan niyo po kami dito sa Like and Share. Masarap, malutong at puno ng lasa, ang tuna sisig na ito ay dapat subukan. Karaniwang materyales, gawin nating isang magandang lalagyan ng alahas. Naghahanap ka ba ng masarap at masustansyang pagkain? Subukan ang mabilis at madaling lutuin na stir-fried tofu. At sa episode na ito ay ating mapapanood ang mga vlogs mula sa distrito ng Cabanatuan City, Nueva Ecija. Kaya samahan niyo po kami ngayong Lunes dito sa Like and Share, February 3, 2025 at 2 p.m. Philippine Standard Time. Dito lamang yan sa INCRadio.
Tired of feeling your worst? Ready to take control of your health? Then tune in to Health Matters, the show that covers it all. Mondays, get glowing with Dr. Miriam Isla and the latest in skincare. Tuesdays, Dr. J.M. Cruz tackles your adult health questions. Wednesdays, it's family time with Dr. Owie Perez. Thursdays, Sister Min Pina and Sister Galore Pangan guide you to emotional well-being. And Fridays, discover the power of natural medicine with Dr. Erwin Torres and Sister Cheche Brinosa. Health Matters, Monday through Friday at 10:30 in the morning. Subscribe now and start living your healthiest life.
Hello and welcome back to today's show. My name is Brother Chris Bawada and I'm joined by Sister Cheryl today. And we were just reporting recently of the activity that is being conducted downstairs currently in the various different rooms of the Unity Games eSports edition, where we were able to see some of the Kadiwa and the Binhi brethren taking part in the various different rooms and electronic games. And we've got how many different congregations here?
So we have different clusters because we
Clusters.
have 3 sites in our district. So that's Battersea, Heathrow, and Stratford. So here in our congregation, we are hosting with Sutton, Central London, and Notting Hill, and Camberwell.
And Camberwell.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they're all very, very busy downstairs. We just mentioned that, you know, electronic games is the modern way of socializing and interacting now. And this is the first time that the District of Great Britain South has conducted this event. And it's proving so far to be a very, very successful one. Everybody downstairs who's taking part seems to be having an amazing time. Lots of smiles going on downstairs. And it's nice because they're able to just interact and move from one breakout room to another, right?
Yes, so there's several areas around the locale at the moment where they're playing different matches of different sports. So some are football sports, some are car racing sports. Then there's the more I would call kind of more combative
Oh, yeah.
sports. So I mean, Brother Chris and I were just talking about it earlier that we don't know the names of these games, but ultimately with games you always have the winners. So you can have team sports as well, so you can have several characters. Specifically with the football matches, they can have multiple players, I think what it's called. We're using terms that we haven't used in a long time, if not ever. So we need to be educated, I think, Brother Chris, with regards to what the children are playing in
There's a few games that I'm familiar with. I don't know about you, but you know.
Well, I certainly wouldn't know. But for now, why don't we go back to something that we do know? So next we will be reporting, hopefully to use to those without visual aid. I shall try and describe it to you. It is the Norwich congregation. They held a Booklad night. So I hope that you can see it here, and I hope that our tech can play the video twice for us. So the Booklad, for those who don't know, are those who are married and those with children. So for example, I would say it's the more mature members in the church. So we, as husband and wife, Brother Chris and I, so we are in the Booklad organization. And we know that for those who may be married for a little bit, you know, or newlywed, or those who have been married for a long time, it's important to be able to stay connected with one another, be reminded of maybe how we fell in love, and how to keep the communication open as a husband and wife, and have a night without the responsibilities and the children. So if you can see the video here, the local congregation of Norwich, they were able to hold their Booklad night. You can see that they had a nice meal. They dressed very formally. It's nice to, once in a while, put on a lovely dress, I would say, for me, Brother Chris. And I think for the brothers, it's nice to spruce up. It's nice to scrub up well, if we're aware of that terminology. And typically in the Booklad night, there are some singings going on. So apart from the eating, so a lot of eating always, lots of singing, lots of games. And again, most of the games related.
Adult games, no?
Games where maybe you show pictures of when they were married at the beginning. So what we used to look like maybe back in the day. So depending on how long you've been married, maybe there's some of our brethren, book club members who have been married for a very long time. And then you've got the newlyweds. So again, this activity is really based to help the book club organization, the married couples and those with children, just a night without responsibility. So a date night, I think.
100% date night with
Other
book club
book club
members.
members. I mean, we've been to a few ourselves, and I find it really fun, actually, because the games that we play are a bit more adult, meaning maybe we'll play old songs that was out back in the 80s, 70s, 90s.
90s.
And the noughties, so 2000. So usually quizzes are based on that. And then you've got quizzes based on husband and wife questions. So for example, maybe who can cook which dishes better, or maybe where we went to travel for the year. So again, it's a date night, but along with other couples in your congregation. Hopefully what here in our district of Britain South, that we will have a book club night to be able to share with one another. And the great thing is that our children usually are the ones that facilitate the activity.
Yeah, that's right. They organize everything, they set everything up, they prep the food, and they tidy up afterwards, which is good.
Yeah, so we get to have an activity where we're not the ones facilitating, and we are being waited on hand and foot.
I think it's great because, again, it just gives the children an opportunity to help out. I always talk about ensuring that we as parents give them as many life skills as possible. So the fact that they also have to work as a team, right? Because there's many Kadiwas and Binhi, and the Kadiwas, they're slightly older, so they can give advice and direct and instruct, just to make sure that the younger ones in the Binhi, and even sometimes the CWS, because it's a family affair, isn't it?
And I think later on, then they get used to facilitating or hosting events.
Yeah, the organization skills, the communication skills, the teamwork, they all play a part. And that's what's nice with all of the different activities that we have within the district, because it's not just one person, but it's a whole team of individuals who help facilitate these events.
That's right.
And some of them are adults, some of them are Kadiwa, some of them have been he. So for example, Brother Josh downstairs, he was one of the main facilitators for the event, and very proud of Brother Josh.
It's his first event.
Yeah, it's his first rodeo, right? But he's proven to have the leadership skills, the communication skills. And what's nice is he's been able to conduct it in a manner that's respectful, where the other Binhi as well within the district have also shown respect back.
Yes, it's nice for them because they were able to really follow the Kadiwa members. So there's lots of Kadiwa who are older. For those who don't know what Kadiwa members are, is those of us over the age of 18, and those who are unmarried. So they actually held their activity on Friday. So I'm sure INCRadio will be reporting that activity soon. So this whole weekend, we've had the Kadiwa members who did their activity. So we all facilitated and helped there. And then today you have the esports, which is combined with Kadiwa and Binhi, so the younger people. And then next week and the week after, our district will be conducting activities for the CWS talent show. So each congregation will be showcasing something from the CWS, and those are everyone under the age of 12 and CWS, so the Children's Worship Service. So with regards to those facilitating, it's really helping one another to conduct an activity. So doing what's necessary, even if that's moving tables, placing tables and chairs where they need to be, putting up posters, communicating with the locales to tell them what games are happening, what we need to do, and at the same time is telling the book club members what food to prepare. So today they requested hot dogs and tacos.
Finger foods.
Yes, so they didn't want hot food today because they said that because in the games, in gaming, they don't want kind of hot food.
Dirty fingertips.
Yes,
Stuff
so-
like that when they're holding their control pads.
Yeah, so they requested the hot dogs and nachos, which I mean, is
Very forward thinking.
fitting. Yeah, very fitting for this generation. They want something quick. They want to eat something quickly that's not going to take away.
Not very healthy though on my part.
It isn't, but we'll just for today.
Just for today,
Brother
I'll allow it.
Okay, if they can have hot dogs. But the whole
Tuesday,
point-
Sunday.
Yeah, I mean, the whole point of activities and holding activities is really to ensure that every person in the church, from the very young to the more mature, have activities that's best suited for them. Of course, if, for example, today's esports, it doesn't matter how old you are. If you are into it, if you are you want to give it a go, then of course, please do that. We might ourselves, after this live show, we might go downstairs and
No, I am.
pick up a remote. Is it called a remote control?
Game controller.
A game controller. See, we don't even know what it's called.
Control.
A joystick.
No.
Is it called a joystick?
Control. Just a
A
controller.
controller. Okay.
See.
So we might pick up a controller and join.
Yeah. I'll show them how it's done. So those been here who
Oh,
are
they'll
watching.
teach us.
Nah, I ain't having it.
See, and I mean, the competitiveness comes out, but it's all in good fun and it's all in for the love of the brotherhood.
No, but that's what's nice because myself and brother Josh, brother Josh is turning 16. So there's a lot of father-son bants going on. Bants is banter. Okay, like how would you describe banter for those people who don't necessarily know what banter means? Like
Sorry,
cheeky talk,
back and forth.
Funny comments, right? And yeah, Josh is at the age where he can't wait to get one over on his dad. So I'm making it a challenge for him, and it's frustrating, but
I
it's
think
nice.
with the esports, I think this is something that he perhaps will get at. And I think we'll let him. I think we'll do that.
Just for today. He can have his hot dog and his packet of crisps and chocolate bar and being his dad.
Hopefully next week on INCRadio, we will be able to showcase the Kadiwa activity that they had on Friday, and then today, so Sunday, the 2nd of February, that you'll be able to see more of perhaps who were the winners of these esports. And hopefully you'll be able to see more of the book club nights that are happening throughout our district. But for now, Brother Chris, shall we give everybody a lovely song?
An original music video.
Yep. And it, please, if we could go ahead and play an original music video.
right, we're ready?
We're ready? Okay. Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4.
There may be many people losing hope these days, but I hold on to God's promises no matter what I face. Troubles in life will never weaken me, 'cause I'm a member of the INC. My hope is strong as I sing this song. For every storm that I go through in my life, I tell him all my worries and cares. Won't be afraid, for he is always with me. Instead I have preferred anything's possible, nothing's unbearable. My faith and hope is in God. My hope is true, with faith I will endure. Take a day against any sorrows. Oh, his love and his embrace remind me I'm not alone. His love is all I will ever need. His strength is my heart again, and so I'll obey him. My God, whom I love. My faith and hope is in God. My hope is true, with faith I will.
To God I wanna give him thanks for his love and his wondrous grace. With faith and hope we know he never fails us. He's brought us this far.
In our Father, yes, we can always trust.
Every day we know it's such a blessing. So until him, all my prayers I bring. Hard trials, temptations, sufferings, but I will never stop abandoning hope and faith and love for God.
And hope is in God. My hope is true, with faith I will endure. And hope is in God. My hope is true, with faith I will endure. And hope is in God. My hope is true, with faith I will endure.
Hello.
Welcome back to INCRadio, United Kingdom. It is the second of Feb, 3rd of Feb,
Second.
2nd of Feb. How's your New Year's been so far, brethren? 4 weeks in, we spoke about New Year's resolutions and goals for this year.
Are we glad that January is finished?
Yes and no.
Yes, I think so. But now we're into the beginning of February, and we are broadcasting live all the activities that's happening in our district. One being today, which is the Unity Games esports edition. So we've gone through that at length today, and we were able to bring you the local congregation of Norwich, who celebrated as Booklad members a Booklad night. And next week, we hope to bring you more activities, particularly the Kadiwa coverage of their socializing, which I attended, and it was fun. I didn't attend because I'm Kadiwa, which is non-married. I attended because the book club members were able to help facilitate by helping them serve food so that they can concentrate in meeting one another, getting to know one another, and the games that was prepared by the officers. And shout out to everybody who helped, and the feedback from all of our young brethren were that they had such a great time. And so today they continue with their great times with it's something different this time, which is the sports through gaming. Right, Brother Chris, to which you and I will try and have a go a little bit later. Now, this part of the show, we'd like to really just do
some shout outs for those who are always watching United Kingdom INCRadio. And if you would allow me, Brother Chris, if that's okay, to read out some of your greetings.
Take it away.
And if you haven't done so, there's still time, brethren. We still have a few minutes of our show. If you would like to shout out anyone in particular, perhaps anyone of your friends, your loved ones, and anywhere throughout the world. So, for instance, we have our resident super fan, Sister Lani King from the congregation of Battersea. She is here to say hello. She is extremely loyal to watching INCRadio United Kingdom. She is always the first one to greet us. However, we also want to say hello to the congregation of Heathrow, who too are facilitating the Unity Games esports. So just like Battersea and just like the congregation of Stratford, along with this activity, they have the time and effort to tune in to United Kingdom INCRadio. And I would just like to say their names because there are a few of them. So thank you to the local congregation of Heathrow. We have Sister Melanie Sevilla. And of course, we have Sister Christina Hebrew, who is also a super fan of INCRadio because she is always greeting us and always supporting our show. So hello to Sister Christina, so Sister Tina, I know that that's what we like to call you. And we have Brother Michael Bautista, who also watches us regularly. So he would like to say hello, greetings from the Unity Games esports here in Heathrow. We have Sister Vicky de Malpoy. So good afternoon. So she is there also enjoying watching all the children playing the esports. We have Milo. Greetings from the local congregation of Wimbledon. So hello to you. And of course, we have many more. So we've got Brother Alvin Messina, who is the head deacon there, who is the dad of Sister Caitlin Messina, who is also part of our INCRadio crew. We have Sister Karen, who is Sister Caitlin's mom. So we have also Brother Andrew Keloy from Portsmouth. So hello, Brother Andrew. Thank you for tuning in. I have seen you many times on our show. So thank you for your continuing weekly support. And again, there's many, many more here, brother. We've got Brother Zam Mehorada. I don't know where you're from, but happy viewing to you as well. And we have, oh, yes, we do have somebody, Brother Leslie Jordan from Stratford. So they too are facilitating Unity Games. So hello to them. And Brother Ken Noel from Notting Hill. So we have lots of brethren watching us up and down our district. We have Jonathan from Ipswich. So hello to you. And of course, we would like to greet our brother Glenn Ching, who is the district minister too here in our district of Britain South. He did pop in earlier and we did try to persuade him to join us live. But maybe, Brother Glenn, you can join us next time. We would love to have you in our show. And we also want to say hello to Brother Seth Hebrew. So he used to be the minister here in our congregation with his family, Sister Tina Hebrew and the children. And they are enjoying the very balanced diet of refreshments in Heathrow as well with hot dogs. So I think there's a running theme for the young adults these days to just want to eat something very quick, something filling so that they can continue their esports gaming. Protein. So, I mean, we've got Sister Senli from Ireland as well. So we've got so many. Actually, Brother Chris, how about this brother here?
Nathan F. from Eagle Rock Locale in LA County, California District. Thank you, Brother Nathan, for joining us on INC Radio United Kingdom. We do hope that you're all well and safe over in LA. We do know the recent events with those fires. Nice to see that you're safe. Much love to you all the way over in the west coast of America, bro. Come down to London anytime. Let's go see some sights. But yes, thank you to everybody who's joined us on today's show. Special shout out goes to our kids, Brother Josh and Sister Mia. Well done on facilitating and helping out, making this esports district-wide event a success. It's been successful. Everybody seems to be happy, Brother Josh and Sister Mia, and to everybody who's helped Brother Josh and the rest of the district officers make the whole esports district-wide Unity Games.
The JP,
the JP,
Isla.
yeah, they don't get as much recognition because they're not seen. They're often behind the scenes, but without these brothers and sisters, we wouldn't have these many different opportunities. So to everybody who helped make this a success, yeah, shout out to all of you lot. We'll see you downstairs very, very soon. But as always, to Brother Tommy and the family, and to our beloved executive minister, Brother Eduardo, thank you so much for giving us this opportunity to have this platform on INC Radio United Kingdom, and our Christian Family Organization overseer, Brother Angelo Iranio V. Manalo. Thank you so much, Bot. Thank you for your guidance, and we do hope that you're both well. Recap, shout out to Norwich on their Booklad night. Do hope that you guys are all well, and we look forward to linking up with everybody soon. And to all the Booklad members of Battersea, we're going to have one, I'm sure, sometime throughout this year. So let's make it always a memorable one, isn't it? So for everybody, thank you so much for joining us. If you'd like to keep on watching and listening to INC Radio United Kingdom, you can do so via the live audio video streaming at iglesianicristo.net/INC Radio. Or you can listen to your streaming on your mobile phones. All you need to do is just download the application. If you haven't already done so, go click on it and you'll be able to see us anywhere in the world. Or via the YouTube channel, you can type in INC Radio United Kingdom and click on any of the previous dates. How many years is it now? 8 years?
Yes. So
8 years, coming up to 9 years?
Yeah, in May.
In May.
30th of May.
30. Ooh, very good, Sister Cheryl. History right there. 9 years. How quick has that gone? Yeah, so and as always, don't forget to visit INC News and updates via the various different social media platforms like Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, with regard to not just here in Great Britain South, but all the church events all over the world. And then every 9 o'clock, CFO news every day. Make sure that you watch. You can do that on the YouTube channel as well. So lots happening. And it's only the start of 2025, no? So thank you so much for everybody. Thank you so much, Sister Cheryl, for joining me and for giving us the live report downstairs. From everyone here on INC Radio United Kingdom, much love to you all. Take care and get that protein down you. And we'll see you same time next week. Take care, brethren.